Welcome everybody to Learn the Trade. My name is Kevin Tate. Here today, I'm going to replace a control center. A controller right here on a chili cheese machine. This is a Star chili cheese unit. And as you can see, the temperature right now is at 130. When I got here, it was at 144. So now it's fluctuating up and down pretty rapid. It's going back up now, and then it's going to start going back down. I'm going to press in on the set button and hold it just to see what it was set at. So it's set at 150. It was at 144 when I came in. Now it's back down to about 135. So I'm just gonna watch it for a few minutes just to see where it if it gets back up to 150. But more than likely, I'm gonna end up replacing this controller because this is a 7-Eleven site, and they already approved it to have the controller replaced instead of replacing the whole unit. Yeah, so as you can see now, it's still at 131. So I'm going to go ahead and start setting up to replace this controller right here. And this is the power button. Just going to go ahead and power it down. Let you see the inside here. Inside is chili cheese on the left. Chili on the left and cheese on the right. You got your block. Your dispense block right there, and right there on both sides your wheel for this will turn and dispense the product out through these tubes right here on both sides. Then you have your spring, which applies pressure to the block when you press it in, and then it clips right on that stainless steel tip right up there. And you have that on both sides, and then right here is your block, your dispense block. So this panel right here holds in, it helps to hold in the heat inside the unit, and then it also is used, this section here is used when you close the door. And then this mechanism switch, the switch assembly right here, presses in against the your dispense tube here, the tube panel. And then you have your magnetic catch right on the left side. That magnetic catch will pull it right in. And that's basically everything for this machine. So now I'm just going to go around the back because I'm going to have to remove the back panel, and then we'll get started removing the controller. Okay, right around the back you have your chili cheese machine. This is the back side. This is the back panel. Has a few screws on it on the back, so I'm gonna have to remove all of these screws, and then I'll pull the panel off so we can I can get started and show you how to replace this controller. Okay, we're got the back panel off now, and I'm about to remove the controller right here. As you can see, all of the wires are in place. So what I usually do is I'll remove these yellow tabs right here. These yellow tabs, you just press in the middle of the yellow tab, and then you can pull that back. You see how it slides, and you're able to pull that back and forth to release it. And then there's another yellow tab on the right side. It's a little tougher to get in there, but you can just get your finger in there enough to press in and then release it. Then you can remove the yellow tab. These tabs are put in to be able to, so this is secure to the machine. There we go. So now I'm going to go around to the other side, because the controller actually pops out through the front like that. So I have it out loose right now, so now I can go around to the other side, pull it out, and then change the controller. Okay, back in the front area here, just wanted to go over a few of the positions on the controller. As you can see on this controller, it has a diagram of the wire positions on it. And if you follow from left to right, 1 and 2 are not connected. 3, 4, and 5, those positions are going to, those wires are going to the terminal block that's in the bottom and the back of the machine. You would see that it does have that diagram on there, so if you ever have to replace one of these, you can follow that diagram. Or usually what I do is I go wire for wire and replace the controller. So give me a moment, and then I'll get this old controller out. We'll replace that. I'm gonna need a small slotted screwdriver, because these have the small slotted screws holding these wires in. So you'll want to use a small slotted screwdriver for that. Give me a moment. Okay, so I have the wires back in place. Let me just see here if I could show you. It's kind of hard to get a good look at that, but they have the small slotted screwdriver heads. I just use a small slotted screwdriver like that, and just make sure they're all the wires are tightened down. I have all the wires in place, and they're tight, but I like to just go back and tweak them down just a little bit, not too much, just to make sure that nothing is falling out, popping out of the line. But everything looks good right now. So right now I'm going to put my controller back in place. It has just to let you know, it has a little insulated padding on the back of it. That used to come separate, but now they put the padding on there already. And then this outside cover, it just snaps right in place over that. And then the whole assembly just pushes right back into the cabinet area there. And then I'm going to go around the back and mount these mounting clips so that the controller is secure in place. And then I'll put back to the back panel back on, and we'll start it up and let it heat up and see what we get. Okay, rear seal's back in place, and the controller is in place also with the yellow tabs. I have connected those two, so everything's back in place. I'm going to go around and turn it back on, and we'll set that set temperature to 150, and we should be good to go. Okay, back out front now on the machine. As you can see, it's at 133 right now. I use these units these controllers come preset for 145 for a set point, but I usually set mine to 150, and then we'll see where it ends up at. It's fine if you leave yours at 145. I mean, that's the preset setting for the controller, so that's fine. I wouldn't worry about it too much, but it's just a common practice for me. I just always set mine to 150. And again, if you haven't seen any of the past videos, I just want to show you, to set your set point, you want to press and hold the set button. It'll go to what the set point is at, and you can use these arrows to go up and down to whatever temperature you want to set it at. So like I said, I put mine at 150. So once you got it set, go ahead and hit the set button again, and then it will go back down, go back to the ambient temp reading. So I'm just gonna wait a few and see where this ends up at. We should be all set. Right now it's gonna regulate a little bit, and then once it gets adjusted, it's gonna go back up to should go back up close to 150. So we'll see. I'm gonna give it a few moments and then see what happens. Okay, so we're up at 147, and it's pretty steady now. So this system is all set, and I thank you all for watching. That's all I have on this. This was the replacement of a temp control on a Star chili cheese machine. I thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. Take care and stay blessed.